lapel.
Artificial intelligence and machine learning-based new drug discovery process with molecular modeling. Hello everyone! Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into an exciting and rapidly evolving field, artificial intelligence and machine learning in new drug discovery. Let's start with the basics. The process of drug discovery is notoriously long, expensive, and risky. In fact, it can take over a decade and cost more than $1 billion to bring a new drug to market. To put it in perspective, around 90% of drug concepts fail before they even reach the market. That's a staggering statistic. But fear not. Enter artificial intelligence, or AI for short. AI refers to computer systems that can perform tasks typically requiring human intelligence. This includes learning from data, making decisions, and solving problems. Within AI, we have machine learning, or ML, which is a subset that focuses on algorithms that allow computers to learn from and make predictions based on data. Now, how does this all tie into drug discovery? Well, AI and ML are transforming the way we approach finding new drugs. Traditionally, drug discovery has been target-driven, meaning researchers start with a known target, like a specific protein, and screen thousands of compounds to see which ones interact with it. This method works well for straightforward targets but struggles with more complex biological systems. That's where AI shines. With its ability to analyze vast amounts of data, AI can identify patterns and relationships humans might miss. For instance, AI can help predict how different compounds will interact with a target protein, even if that protein's structure is not fully understood. One of the key applications of AI in drug discovery is virtual screening. This is where computational methods are used to evaluate thousands of compounds quickly, predicting which ones are most likely to be effective. This process not only speeds up discovery but also reduces costs significantly. Next up is de novo drug design. This fancy term simply means designing new compounds from scratch. AI can generate novel chemical structures that meet specific criteria, like being effective against a disease while also being easy to synthesize. Think of it like a chef creating a new recipe based on available ingredients. Another exciting area is synthesis planning. This involves figuring out how to create a compound in the lab. AI can analyze past reactions and predict the best methods to synthesize new drugs, making the process more efficient and less trial and error. Now, let's talk about quality control. In drug manufacturing, ensuring consistent quality is crucial. AI can monitor production processes in real time, helping to maintain batch-to-batch uniformity and ensuring that the final product meets safety and efficacy standards. So, what's the future of AI in drug discovery? While there are challenges, like the need for high-quality data and the complexity of biological systems, the potential is enormous. With ongoing advancements in AI and ML, we're likely to see faster, cheaper, and more effective drug development processes. Next, let's discuss the training datasets used in medicinal chemistry and the importance of data availability and quality. First off, let's talk about what we mean by training datasets. In the context of medicinal chemistry, a training dataset is essentially a collection of data that we use to teach artificial intelligence models how to make predictions. Think of it like training a puppy. Just as you show a puppy what to do, we show the AI what to learn from. Now, these datasets can come in various formats. For example, we might use something called SMILE strings, which is a way to represent chemical structures using short ASCII strings. This helps the AI understand the molecular structure of compounds. But it's not just about the format. The quality and availability of this initial data are crucial. Why? Because the performance of our AI models heavily relies on the data we feed them. If the training data is poor or not representative of the real-world scenarios, the AI might not perform well when it encounters new, unseen data. Imagine you're preparing for a big exam. If you only study from outdated or incorrect materials, you might struggle on test day. The same principle applies here. So, what do we look for in a good training dataset? Well, first, we need to ensure that the data is predictive. This means it should have features that can accurately predict the outcomes we're interested in, like the efficacy or safety of a drug. Next, we need to evaluate the attribute values of our data. This involves checking if the data points we have are relevant and useful for the specific problem we're trying to solve. If our dataset is too small or lacks diversity, we might not capture the full spectrum of possible outcomes. Now, let's talk about the process of evaluating our training dataset. We start by checking the performance of our model on the training set. If it's performing well, that's great. But we also need to test it on a separate dataset, known as the test set, to see if it generalizes well. This is like taking a practice test after studying, just to make sure you really know your stuff. If we find that the model isn't performing as expected, we might need to tweak our AI architecture or even collect more data. Sometimes, gathering more high-quality data can significantly improve our model's performance. Next, let's explore two key areas: virtual screening and de novo design. The drug discovery process is a long and expensive journey, often taking over a decade and costing billions. Traditional methods can be slow, but AI is changing the game, making it faster and more efficient. First up is virtual screening, or VS for short. This process is all about finding bioactive molecules that can interact with specific targets in our body, like proteins linked to diseases. Using AI, researchers can simulate how different compounds interact with these targets. This means they can quickly predict which molecules might work best, saving both time and resources. Imagine being able to sift through thousands of compounds in a matter of days instead of years. AI uses complex algorithms and machine learning to analyze vast data sets. For example, it can identify patterns in how certain molecules bind to proteins, which helps in discovering new drugs for previously hard-to-treat conditions. Now, let's talk about de novo design. This is where things get really interesting. De novo design refers to the creation of entirely new molecules from scratch, tailored to meet specific biological criteria. The goal here is to generate new bioactive compounds that not only have the desired activity but also possess favorable properties like solubility and stability. To achieve this, scientists use techniques like variational autoencoders. These are neural networks that can learn to represent chemical structures and then generate new ones based on that knowledge. Think of it as a two-part system. The encoder compresses the information about a molecule into a compact representation, while the decoder reconstructs it into a new molecule. This allows for the exploration of chemical spaces that might not have been considered before. But there's a challenge. Not all generated compounds are easy to synthesize in the lab. That's where AI's predictive capabilities come into play again, helping researchers identify which of these new compounds are actually feasible to create. By analyzing the synthetic accessibility of these compounds, AI can guide chemists toward the most promising candidates, making the whole process much more efficient. Now let's focus on synthesis planning and quality control. First up, let's talk about synthesis planning. Now, if you're wondering what that is, synthesis planning is essentially the process chemists use to figure out how to create a specific molecule. It's a bit like trying to solve a complex puzzle, where you need to determine the best way to piece together various building blocks to create a desired structure. Traditionally, this process has been quite tedious and time-consuming. Chemists would rely heavily on their experience and knowledge, often leading to repeated trials and errors. But here's where AI comes into play. AI can analyze vast amounts of chemical data, learning from previous reactions and outcomes. By using machine learning algorithms, AI can predict the best synthetic routes for creating target molecules. This means that instead of spending countless hours in the lab, chemists can now rely on AI to suggest the most efficient pathways to synthesize compounds. One exciting approach involves using quantum mechanics combined with machine learning. This method allows researchers to predict not just the reaction outcomes but also the yield of chemical reactions. Imagine being able to forecast the success of a multi-step synthesis before even starting the experiment. Now, let's shift gears and talk about quality control and quality assurance in drug development. Quality control is all about ensuring that the products we create meet specific standards and are safe for use. In the pharmaceutical industry, this is crucial because we're dealing with people's health. Traditionally, quality control involved a lot of manual checks and tests, which can be both time-consuming and prone to human error. However, with the integration of AI, we can streamline this process significantly. AI can help monitor production processes in real time, ensuring that everything is running smoothly and that the products meet the required specifications. For instance, researchers have developed artificial neural networks, or ANNs, that can predict the dissolution rates of drugs. This is a key measure of batch-to-batch uniformity. But it doesn't stop there. The FDA has even proposed a quality by design approach, which emphasizes understanding the processes that determine product quality. AI can analyze early manufacturing data to create regression models, helping teams make informed decisions throughout the production cycle. Next, let's discuss artificial intelligence and its advanced applications in healthcare. From micro and nanorobots revolutionizing drug delivery to AI's impact on nanomedicine and market predictions, we've got a lot to cover. Micro/nanorobot targeted drug delivery system. First up, let's talk about micro and nanorobots. These tiny machines are making waves in the medical field. Unlike traditional drug delivery methods that rely on our bloodstream to transport medications, micro and nanorobots can move independently to deliver drugs directly to hard-to-reach areas in the body. Imagine a tiny robot navigating through your bloodstream, finding the exact spot that needs treatment. This targeted approach not only enhances the effectiveness of the medication but also minimizes side effects. How cool is that? These nanorobots are equipped with integrated circuits, sensors, and even artificial intelligence. They can identify targets, attach to them, and release their therapeutic payloads precisely where needed. Plus, they can adapt their movement based on physiological conditions like pH levels, which means they can optimize their delivery strategies in real time. AI in nanomedicine. Now, let's shift gears to nanomedicine. This field combines nanotechnology with medicine to diagnose, treat, and monitor diseases such as cancer and infectious diseases. AI plays a crucial role here by enhancing the capabilities of nanomedicines. For instance, AI algorithms can analyze vast amounts of data to design nanoparticles that are not only effective but also safe. They can help create multifunctional nanoparticles that carry both therapeutic and diagnostic agents, improving treatment outcomes. Think of it as a two-in-one solution that targets disease while simultaneously monitoring its progress. With AI's predictive power, researchers can now design nanoparticles that respond to specific biological signals, ensuring that the treatment is delivered exactly when and where it's needed. This precision medicine approach paves the way for more effective therapies with fewer side effects. Role of AI in market prediction. Finally, let's explore how AI is transforming market predictions in the pharmaceutical industry. The success of any business hinges on its ability to adapt and grow, and that's where AI comes into play. AI can analyze extensive data sets to identify market trends and consumer needs. It helps pharmaceutical companies forecast sales, evaluate market demands, and even optimize their marketing strategies. Imagine AI algorithms crunching numbers and providing insights that guide companies in launching new products or adjusting their strategy. This technology not only enhances decision-making but also improves customer engagement. For example, AI can personalize advertisements, ensuring the right message reaches the right audience at the right time. This means more effective marketing and better outcomes for patients who need specific medications. So, there you have it. From micro and nanorobots revolutionizing drug delivery to AI's pivotal role in nanomedicine and market predictions, artificial intelligence is truly reshaping the healthcare landscape. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more exciting content on the latest advancements in technology and healthcare. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
PharmaPal.